Nurse leaders must fully embrace the imperative of a healthy work environment, authentically live it, and engage others in its achievement. We implemented the healthy work environment standard of authentic leadership in several ways. It's somewhat embedded into our culture, but I think a few things that really stand out are our shared governance and our peer support programs. As we all know, nursing increasingly so is one that's heavy, both emotionally and physically. And so the peer support program, which we started in the pediatric ICU and has since gone system-wide, was really aimed at supporting individuals as people, regardless of their title or their standing within the organization. And so from nurses through nursing leadership, as high up as the CNO, everybody values this principle and implements it into their daily interactions with others, both colleagues and patients within the hospital. What we do is we actually have formal classes that are supported by the nursing leadership for staff to attend. It's actually paid time for them to go to these classes, and they learn about the principles of the Support You program, and then how to implement them in their daily life at the medical center. How leadership has created this environment where a program like this is allowed to flourish has been very, very meaningful. So knowing as a staff nurse that I can enter into my place of work and that it is a nurturing and supportive environment, both for me emotionally and in creating new ideas. So what it's created is an environment and a culture that is founded in sort of psychological safety. And when leadership allows that to happen, it allows for so many other opportunities in building relationships and in being creative with how we provide patient care and how we treat our colleagues. What advice would I give to somebody that's just starting to assess? I definitely would start out with the survey because sometimes particularly if you're within a unit or organization that is just on this journey and doesn't know where to start and maybe hasn't implemented certain pieces of a healthy work environment sort of intentionally and strategically, then administering the survey to staff can really help you identify perhaps where your biggest gap is, or maybe where it's not, and get that low-lying fruit to just get yourself started. And then kind of from that launching pad, like picking another thing and another thing and another thing. So helping with the identification of it is huge, because sometimes when you're starting, it's just like, where am I going to go? Where am I going to start? So it's a great tool.
Each of the 6 healthy work environment standards includes a list of critical elements. In this project example of authentic leadership, the UC Davis Medical Center ensures that all nurses are nurse leaders and positions each team member to create change through a governance council structure. By participating in key decision-making forums, accessing essential information, and having the authority to make decisions, this pediatric ICU launched a peer support program to support colleagues in need. The organization facilitated efforts of nurse leaders to create and sustain a healthier work environment by providing time and financial resources to facilitate this program. Both formal and informal nurses model the 6 HWE standards while working to ensure the design of systems necessary to implement and sustain this work culture.